Right, it's a brisk October morning, and this is how the chestnuts look now after probably another year and a half from my last video. Everything's doing really good up here. I actually did lose a couple in here, mostly I think to voles, which find their way into the tubes in the winter, and then girdle trees. But everything's vigorous. We had a very wet early spring and summer, and then it got extremely dry. So it's kind of tough to plant stuff, but the trees liked it. There's one burr there. One of these trees, which... oh, it's got to be this one that's like flopping over. This tree has like 10 burrs on it. Maybe more. It's funny, right? What a variety. And I actually pollinated it with this tree. That's like the only manual pollination I did this year, because they're getting kind of tall. And then like this tree here snapped in a windstorm because I did not. Had kind of a weak limb that sort of pulled the tree apart, but it's coming back. And then this tree here was killed back to the ground by voles. That's amazing. This is all, hold on a second. It grew 9 feet this year, and it's holding itself up. A lot of trees need, when they come out of the tubes, need me to brace them, or they lean over so much that I'm worried that the snow is going to snap them. This one was girdled down to the ground as well, and so was that one. I really should do some kind of vole guard in the tubes, or I'm going to lose more again this winter. But overall, things look really good up here. I think most of what and then up at the top, I think that was mostly vole damage, but I don't know if something else might have been going on. And then up there, I also, very strangely, 2 trees leafed out, and then it looked like they got frost damaged and then sprouted from the ground, and they're back out of the tubes again. Not really sure what that was, though. If that really was just a strange pocket of frost or something. And then it was so wet this June, and really up until about July 1st, and then it totally stopped raining for about a month and a half. But it made it very hard to get the ground ready because I wanted to expand down into here, which is like another, I think, 2 acres. So maybe I have a total of 3, maybe 3 acres at least now. Well, and I got a third, so I have like 2.5 rows. And then I prepared the ground for a third row, but it was so late that I'm gonna wait until the spring to put those trees in. And this is like my nursery stock I started. These are a couple older persimmon here, and then need to be weeded. I started these persimmon from seed this year from Twisted Tree, Akiva Silver. And then a lot of pawpaws that I've bare rooted for years, which they didn't love. These took close to like direct full day sun, and they look great. And then my chestnuts, which it had been raining so much, and then I went on vacation and I forget, like they droughted out in the beginning of July. So they look a little rough, but they'll bounce back. Pawpaws did not drought out at all, Phil, which was kind of interesting. I've got like these grape cuttings that should have gone into the ground a couple years ago. These are like Nanking cherry seedlings that I should have put in the ground. These are some bigger Nanking. Let's see. Yeah, I expanded into this area. Or I planted this area last year. And like the pawpaws, they took full sun just fine. I'm basically trying to keep them potted until they can take full sun. Otherwise, they're just going to die. These are persimmon trees. They look really good. Right along the driveway are my American plums, which flower like crazy, set fruit, and then drop fruit right away. I don't know why they're doing that. They're all seedlings. This is my biggest persimmon. And it's got, this year for the first time, it has hundreds of persimmon fruit. I don't know if they have any chance of ripening, Phil. They're supposed to hold their fruit well into the winter. I just think it would be cool if they turned like that bright orange and look festive. This is a male persimmon. And then this is my other, this persimmon's much taller. And actually it is a female. It has some fruit, a little bit of fruit on it somewhere. Oh yeah, these are fall raspberries. You prune these down to the ground every year and they just bear like crazy. It's cool to get fruit at this time of the year. Here is a Dunstan chestnut from Walmart. This one has, for the first time, probably 20 burrs on it. And then I've got 4 Dunstans in here. I don't know if they love being next to these American plums. This one doesn't have any burrs. This one has a couple. I forget, I think it's, one of these two had the most last year, but not a whole lot this year. Plums, peaches. I think these peaches have that, I can't remember what it's called right now, but the leaves, their first leaf out, the leaves puff up and turn red and then drop. It's a common disease. I think if I spray copper on them, it would stop that from happening. Otherwise, it's like they're kind of declining. So maybe I'll do that next spring. And then like this there's a couple, there's like 4, some chestnuts along here. So, and then down in these are like, you see like a crazy amount of weeds right now. But like I have like these little hazelnut, chinkapin. And they're coming. They're coming along. So my chestnut go right to here. And then the tubes switch over to persimmon, which I direct seeded a few years ago. But yeah, some of these hazelnuts look really good. You can see like this persimmon is less than a foot from the top of the tube, and then probably 20 some made it out of the tubes this year, which was awesome. So it's going to start looking like something. You can see these in here constantly get eaten down to the ground by the voles. Again, I really should put like window screen, like aluminum window screen around them at the base maybe. I really should do that this fall. I don't know if I will. Some of the chinkapins look awesome. And they have started producing. Some of these still haven't opened. Oh, there's one. That looks like it's pollinated too. Let me see. Yeah, that one's pollinated. Come on. Don't drop it. They're not. Oh. Gosh. That's what I get for trying to do it one-handed. And it's down there somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to get that right now. I think I lost my pollinated one. Oh, there's more right here. Oh well, what are you going to do? There might be, so like this one, obviously that was not pollinated. That was. So there's a pollinated one. And that'll sprout this fall. And the best thing to do is just like, I think, plant it in a pot and protect it from rodents. And like kind of bury the pot. And then it'll grow in the spring when it wants to. There's two pollinated. And then I lost, hold on, is that another one? Nah. But I think this is like pretty late. Because we're a little colder here than down south. These would have been mature a month ago if you were like down in Virginia or something. I hate that I lost that one. Oh well. And then here you can see like the persimmon, which are dormant now. And I have to fill in a bunch, which is why I have some in pots. And I want to do that. Hopefully I'll do that next spring. But yeah, I mean, everything looks good. Coming along. I don't know. Here comes the winter.